Ranger Dog Training, and today I just wanted to pop on here and talk about if you got a new dog, if you adopted a new dog, what to expect. We're going to be using a dog named Sammy, who's going to be going to his forever home, and this video is also for them, just to help tell a little bit about Sammy, what to expect when they get him. He's a high energy, I want to say 7-month-old-ish puppy, chocolate lab, and full of energy, you know, likes to get in things. But things to think about is if you're going to get a dog, what type of dog you're going to get. Are you going to get a small dog? Are you going to get high energy to fit your lifestyle? You know, we have Sammy here. He's a high energy puppy, and he does all the puppy stuff, like stealing things, finding things, because they're exploring with their mouth. So one thing with Sammy is, you know, you got to puppy proof the home. Don't have everything down there, because Sammy has taken my weights in our yard and carried them across the yard. He found plant pots and took them around. He loves playing with tennis balls. Sammy's still learning how to have a soft mouth, and we're going to go over that. Come here, Sammy. Up. Sammy. Anyway, Sammy is here, and so we're going to be using Sammy. We're going to try to start doing this for videos of rescue dogs that are being adopted out, and we'll be doing these videos. We're going to be doing with Sammy. We got another dog, Finn, a few other dogs that we have, and we're going to work with them, show them a little stuff that we can do with them, and different stuff like that. And first, we're going to work with Sammy and teach him how to have a soft mouth, because if you hold the treat out, he will snap at the treat to try to get it, you know, and usually get your finger. He doesn't mean it, but he's just learning it. And the biggest thing with that is if a dog gets very mouthy and snappy, is you take the treat and you shove it towards their mouth so they don't reach out to grab it from your hand. Use hands, and I tell some people I sometimes just use a gardening glove if you're worried about getting treat, because those puppy teeth can be sharp. And we're gonna flip around and show a little bit of knucklehead Sammy here. So you can see Sammy is high energy. He loves playing with his tennis ball. He loves playing, and he just needs a little structure in his life. So we're gonna first work with Sammy on his skills of taking treats. Sammy, come. So we're gonna work on with Sammy on how to take a treat softly. If we just do the treat to Sammy, you'll notice is how Sammy, he's very engaged in his food, so he's very food motivated. So for a new family, he's very food motivated. But I'm going to show you how he snaps. So see how he snaps at us? So basically what we're going to do with Sammy is we're going to take the treats and put it in our hands, and then we bring it to his mouth so he doesn't snap. He's going to nibble at your hand a little bit so he learns it a little bit. Sammy, back up here, place. Place. So we go, no, no, no. So we want him gently to take it, because he's very food motivated. Sammy, free. He does snap. He's learning his manners of when he wants to get a treat. What I'm going to show you is he does like to go snap for his food. So the biggest way to teach him not to do this is since you can wear a glove or anything like that if your hand's a little sensitive. But we bring down the treat, so nope, nope, and we bring it to his mouth and let him chew it out of part of my hand. We're going to show you a quick deal with that. So we take the food and we put it in like this, and then we work our way out and push the food out for him. Sit. So he's very motivated with the food. He really wants to go get it, but we're going to make him wait and say patience until he calms down. And then we're going to work it down to him, and then we take it away. But he will snap, so I suggest if it's your first time, wear some iron gloves, but slowly, just bring your fist down, not even let him get the food. He's not even going to be able to get the food. Now he's just licking at it, and then we give it to him. So that's a little bit of things you can practice with him, getting the treats, make him wait for it. I always keep his leash on him right now to control him. So if you want to get control of him, it's easier to grab his leash than try to grab his collar or anything like that, because then your hand becomes a negative thing. So I always like to do is I'll grab his leash control him this way. That way my hands are always positive things of which he's gonna pet him, so he thinks I still have treats. So I'm gonna tell you, he's very high energy, but he loves, he's sweet. He calmed down after a while when he starts losing it. He loves to spin. Free. Free. Sammy, place. And he's pretty good about his place, but he has to get his duration on it. Sammy, free. And place. And his place bed can be anything. It could be his pillow and all that, but you're gonna have to basically guide him the first time and show him how to, and this is how. So a place can be anything that's different than the floor. It could be his bed, his pillows, it could be up, down, upside down crate where you have a taller one. And they say, come on. And we guide him to the place. And we'll say the word, Sammy, place. Good place. Sit. And then we give him a release word that he's allowed to get off of it. And we'll say, Sammy, free. And then he gets to have his treat. Sammy, place. Yes, good place. Sit. Sammy loves to spin. Sammy. Popcorn. Cracker Jacks. Free. And place can be in anything. So we always can change his bed. Come in place. Come. Yes. Sit. Wait. Nope. Nope. So you notice if I pull my hand away, he wants to go out. If I push it right towards him, he's not going to bite me. He's going to nibble on us a little bit. So if you see Sam, he really wants to go for it. But what I'm doing is I'm bringing my hand down to his face, and I'm sticking my hand in there. So some people might get scared because they might feel the teeth and all that. But if you push it to him, he won't bite you as much. That's why I said if you want to use a garden glove, one of those heavy ones, the welder's gloves, you can use those and then work it into his mouth. Or work with Sammy with a little training collar, it's a pinch collar. It just gives a little bit more communication. Come here. Sit. So his collar needs to stay up top here, and I'm going to show basically how you would put it on and off in a little bit later in the video. But if you keep it on there, we also have a carabiner, which is connected from, we call it the dead ring, to his collar. Because these are meant to break, so they won't hurt your dogs. But it's just more communication with them. So I can sew like this, control Sammy on his walks if he goes too far, and we're going to go over that in a minute. And here we go. So a structure walk with Sammy. A structure walk with Sammy is going to be where he walks with you. No sniffing, no smelling, no marking, which forces the dog to go up to you and look at you. What can I do next? What can I do next? Like he's looking at me now. So, he's very food motivated. We don't give him treats all the time. So, for a structure walk, we're going to be, say walk, you can walk on the left or the right side. I try to keep it the same side each time so they learn. Sam, sit. So what I do is I let the dog make mistakes. So if the dog walks in front of me, I call this a crazy man walk. He's going to walk in front of me, and I just turn around the opposite way, and I just go the opposite way with him, and he follows with me. So Sam's going to go this way. He's going the opposite way. I pull this way. Sam, this way. And in time, he's going to gradually just follow with me. And I'm going to pull up on the leash a little bit more. And we want to do this slowly. We call this conditioning of the leash. So he starts learning. Let's go. So now he's coming down, he's staying with me. He's not allowed to sniff, he's not allowed to mark, because that takes the distraction from you to whatever's around him in the world. When he goes down the walk, he thinks this walk is like his Facebook. And then there was another dog, or a poodle, there's a dog that was in heat. So we're going to stay with him, and then every once in a while, when we start doing the structure walk, as I stop and I'll say, Sammy, sit. He sits and he gets a little bit more focus on me. And then we do it again. It's going to take a little bit of time of him do some more videos on structured walks outside. But basically, it's a dog working with us. Sammy, let's go. There we go. Good job, Sammy. Good job. Let's go, Sammy. Come on. Let's go. Come. Let's go. Go. Let's go. Come. All right, now we're going to be talking about crate training. Crate training is really good for the dog because it gives them their safe space. It's like their bedroom. You want to make it their happy place. I feed all my dogs in their crates, so they're happy going in there, happy coming out. But we teach them how to go in the crate on command and how to come out. And we're going to work with that with Sammy a little bit. Hey, now we're talking about crates. I like the airline crates, plastic crates, because for the dog, it gives a surrounding for them, so they only have to watch out the front. Dogs think about 3 things when they wake up: where they're gonna sleep, where they're gonna eat, and who's out to get them. Sammy. Who's out to get them. So they have all these walls, 1, 2, 3, they only have to watch out the front. So it gives them crates. The wire crates, some dogs is great for, but it gives them more to grab on, pull. And I've seen some dogs really hurt themselves using the wire crates. And yes, it's a little bit comely, but you could get ones that look like furniture if you want. And even though Sammy knows how to do it because he's seen me tap on it. So basically how we teach Sammy, you know what? Boom. And then we close the door. And it may take you a few times to get it. You know, Sammy's usually pretty good once he has it in the same place and all that. We normally just have to tap on the front. So Sammy's not allowed to come out unless you say, okay. So we open the door, say, nope, wait. And then we'd open the door and say, okay, he can come back out. He's gonna have to learn this with his new family, and he's gonna have to learn the command to go in and out. And we call it a kennel. You can start calling it anything you want, but we go, Sammy, kennel up. Yes, and then you might give him a treat inside. Kennel up. Nope. And we throw it in there, and he gets a treat when he goes in the crate. And then we say, Sammy, okay. And he's allowed to come back out. Sammy, kennel up. I usually tap on the top one. Good job. And then I would close the door. Treats, a lot of people ask me what type of treats we use. I use anything the dog likes, but a lot of times I just use their kibble. That way they don't get fat. You take half their food from their day, what you're gonna feed them. If it's 1 or 2 cups, just use that kibble throughout the whole day. They're still eating. Dogs are used to hunting. They're predatory animals. They like to hunt for their food, look for their food, scavenger around, and they get that. Sammy, we don't normally put water in there because he likes sometimes spin and he knocks it all over the place. As long as he gets enough water during the day, he's good to go to have that. Right, Sammy? Out. Good job, Sammy. All right, we're back. With Sammy being an energetic dog, we have to keep him entertainment and all that. We just can't throw him out in the backyard or anything like that. We need to take him on structured walks. We need to stimulate his brain and do stuff like that with different toys. Like this is a tug toy. He has 2 handles on the sides, and you can let the dog pull on it and keep himself busy, and then you'll start teaching an out command. Out. Thank you. Now he's gonna go crazy for this now because he loves the tug toy. We also can use tennis balls. He loves tennis balls. We usually use 2 tennis balls. What you do is with the 1 tennis ball, you take, throw it, he goes get it, then you have another tennis ball, and we like to use the squeaky ones to get him to come back, throw, and this is gonna teach on his recall, throw the ball, and it's also gonna teach him how to fetch and bring the ball back to you, throw, come back. Kongs, we love Kongs. You wanna get the right type of Kong for the dog and how strong they are. Really good to keep them busy. You can do is you could stuff them with peanut butter and freeze it, and then keep that. We're sending him up with his own martingale collar, because flat buckle collars, they squeeze on the dog's neck in one position. So if you think about it, it starts choking him. So we're going to be sending him up with a martingale collar, which will fit him over his head. And that way it's harder for him to slip out because it puts pressure on it so the dog can't slip out. He's tearing that toy apart. Another thing with Sammy, you gotta keep on with toys. He thinks he loves to tear them apart. We also recommend you get a long line, 15 feet, 12 feet. I like using leather leashes because they're easier on your hands, so we know that, than the nylons if they ever get pulled through. And everything for something really quick is you'll use Sammy. There's a slip lead, basically what it sounds like what it says. Sometimes call them British leads or slip leads, and you'll have that. And I'll put a link of all these stuff that we use in the description of the video below. We have all the Amazon links. We get a little percentage of it if you shop through Amazon and use Ranger Service Dog Training as your charity. We do use a pinch collar, a 2.5 Herman Springer prong collar with Sammy. It just helps him with this little bit pulling so he doesn't choke himself with a flat collar or martingale, because it evenly distributes around his neck. If you think about it, a flat collar is going to push in one spot. This is going to push all the way around evenly, and this is fit just for his size. So when we close this down, we're going to take this carabiner off so you can see. When we close this down, it should only be this much long so we can't choke little Sammy. And that's what I'm telling you, the energy he has, he loves it. So you have to give him structure, He loves to play, okay. So back to the collar. As a Herman Springer, we're sending one of these with you. I'm gonna fix this one because it's uneven. Because you want to keep them even from this side to this side, which I am wrong right here. But the ring that the leash goes through, we call it the D ring because it looks like a D and it swivels, and there's a little plastic part on it. So I leave it where the tag was. I leave that on so you can know what it is. A lot of times I tell people to put electrical tape around this, because sometimes dogs can jump and they can hit that and pop the handles off. Right, Sammy? All right, they take these off. It's pretty easy. You just got to basically, this is how I do it, is you look at the collar, you take your fingers and push on the two prongs and push it apart and take it apart. And then you would take the little prongs and then you squeeze it and put them back together. Some people do it on the plates. Some people do it over close to here, but I just find if I take my two fingers, put it one thumb on the top, push the prongs through, and do a little pulling, and then pull it out. A lot of times I tell people just practice on the couch, just sit there, practice, boom, take it off, practice, boom, take it off. That way when you go to the dog, it's like boom, put it around. Big thing here is we want to make sure this is a triangle. It is not twisted like this, and it won't work, so you have to have a smooth action. So usually when you take this off, put it back together and it keeps it from tangling as much. Now we call this the dead ring, which means basically it doesn't do anything. I take a carabiner and I connect this to their collar, because these, if you pull on them hard enough, if they wear off, they're gonna break this way, so you don't push. You're not gonna be yanking on it. We're gonna be as gentle as you can, and we'll have other videos on training with the prong collar, so you can subscribe to the video and give us a thumbs up there and hit that notification bell. Recap with Sammy, just so you're ready. He's crate trained, house trained. We get up early in the morning, so he might be getting up. So we get up early, so you have to start working him to your schedule. Get him out late for potty, because he's a puppy. So for every month old, they can hold it for 1 hour. So if you're 1 hour, and 1 month old, you hold 1 hour. 2 hours, 2 hours they can hold it. He's about 7, so about 7 hours, he can hold it. Sammy, I'm trying to talk. He loves it, that's his fault. So that's his potty schedule. We usually feed Sammy twice a day. He gets 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup in the evening. We feed him Life Abundance. I have a link below that. You can ship to your house, or you can switch over to food that you feel comfortable for. I would just make sure it doesn't have something with a lot of sugar, because he doesn't have a lot of energy. So when you start looking at the ingredients, if it's wheat and all that kind of stuff, those are fillers or carbohydrates turn into sugars. So if you have chicken meal, chicken byproducts, stuff like that, it'll be more of that than fillers. We also feed them in either a slow feeder, or if you have just a regular bowl dish, just put water in it and then put his cup of food in it so it's kind of floating. And then that way he doesn't eat it as fast, because he likes to eat his food fast. That would help him with that. He'd probably get over this in time in his age, that he doesn't have to worry about his food not being disappeared. He loves going on for walks. He loves playing with his tennis ball. It's the easiest way to get him tired out. Just have one tennis ball, throw it, another tennis ball, throw it. Sammy's still a puppy, so remember, he will go, he's gonna explore with his mouth, he's gonna go look at stuff. So that's why you wanna get basic obedience done with him. I would find someone that is a balanced trainer that uses different methods of training, from clicker training to balance training. You know, look at all the different types of training that you can, but there's lots of videos. If you could watch a video, you could do it yourself. It's just repetition and patience. Sammy's crate trained, so we saw that in the video today. What else about Sammy? He loves to steal socks, so do not let him out. I would suggest in the beginning to keep his leash on him and keep him next to you. Don't let him free roam, so that way he won't get in trouble. So it's not bad. The crate is like his bedroom. He just loves sitting in there, relaxing. Dogs sleep 14 hours a day. Let him go in his crate, let him relax. Take him out for a walk. Engage with your dog. That's just the reason why we're getting a dog. Engage with him, teach him stuff, have fun with him, and you'll have no problems. You're more than welcome to email me anytime, ask me any questions. But your puppy, you know, you have to get him on the right pace. You can have a nightmare, but you know, with Sammy, he's just high energy and he just loves to love in time. Once he cuddles down, right, Sammy? Come here. He'll calm down and he'll relax, and he'll like to, you know, to snuggle with you. Now he's not in the camera, so we're gonna move him. Okay, so you see he has a tennis ball. So just give him a little patience and time, and Sammy will be a great dog. He's a good-looking dog. The lady that had him before we got him from was 80 years old, and we don't know why she got a puppy, and he was a high-energy puppy, so that gave 2 strikes against Sammy. So that's why he came to us. He's finding a new home. Don't give up little Sammy, and he loves you. Okay, my buddy, right, buddy? Right. You can't do the camera. All right, thank you. Make sure you hit that notification bell, hit subscribe, and give us a thumbs up. It helps us out. We will have links of all the products that we use from Amazon, and you know, we get a percentage that helps us out and keeps things going, so we keep things going. If you shop on Amazon, just go into smileamazon.com. Up on the top, you can see you can pick a charity, Ranger Service Dog Training. Every time you shop, it doesn't cost you anything more. We can get a percentage, and helps us with our business of training service dogs for veterans and give it to them at no charge. Thank you for adopting Sammy, and we're here to help you anytime. Give me a call. Sammy just knocked over the camera.